Bulls shooting extremely well, 62% on the night to this point. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Bucks made some nice plays. He had 9 points, and he did some work at the line, drawing a lot of fouls and knocking down the free throws. It was a complete outing for him, one that he hopes to be replicated here. Guys?
All right, Doris. Well, guys, coming off a performance like that has got to have him supremely confident right now.
No doubt. I guarantee he comes into today's game feeling there isn't anything he can't do on the floor right now.
Tell you what, Greg, I think he might be right based on that last game. I'm inclined to agree with him.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Miles Turner. Here's Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got 3 assists in the game. Last game for the Bulls, it was a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And really, had they just shot their average from the free throw line in that game, I think that probably changes the outcome.
No doubt. I mean, because there is a carryover effect when you're not having success at the line.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Bulls.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Portis, he's checked in for Noah. And he makes the first but misses the second.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those balls.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
For Chicago, they have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And you really got to give them a ton of credit for what they've done at the free throw line this season. How about 82% as a unit?
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Now here is Hill. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Nobody near Gay. No good from outside. The Bulls leading by 13. Here's Ellis, and the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Ellis goes in, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Outside Hill. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Chicago. They're on a 12-4 run right now. And a wide open look here for Ellis. The shot's good on the assist by West. And that's now 6 points for Freak. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Chicago on defense. Here's Rice. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Pacers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. 2 shots. That's good from Rudy Gay. And so Gay nails both of them. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Tries to save it. Here's Ellis. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Ellis has got 8 here in the quarter.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by?
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good.
The Pacers had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Still early on, Kevin, in this new basketball season for Chicago. Here's where they stand in the NBA rankings. First in opponent points per game. Second in field goal percentage. And they're number 2 in fewest turnovers a game. I call that squeezing the orange. And that's a team effort, everybody valuing the ball.
And as you mentioned, they've been the best in limiting opponents' points per game. I mean, they really take the life out of a team's offense, grinding things to a halt.
Here's Ellis following the score by Indiana. West kicks to Gasol. Butler passes to Ellis. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
The defense got to tighten up now. I mean, you can't have the opposing point guard throwing down on you like that.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
Really, as close as you can get to an and one right there. He almost had it.
He hits both from the stripe. The Bulls leading by 13. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Portis, the pass to Ellis, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position. It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
West with a wide open look. Good, and the assist goes to Ellis. West has got 11 points.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
And that's because they've been playing smart basketball. I mean, they've been very patient offensively, and their shot selection has been superb.
Yeah, gutsy shot to come right back at him with the 3 of his own.
Well, we've seen it before. He doesn't have any problem trading shots with anybody.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And here is our 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's toughest defensive teams over the course of the last 10 games. The Bulls in second.
I mean, they've been impressive on the defensive end, and they may have caught a few teams on off nights, but you've got to give them credit. They've made scoring a chore when you look at their opponents.
Tony Snell's checked in for West. Now here is Hill. He has 5. Takes a 3. And Indiana, another 3.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
There's the dish to Butler. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Butler's got 5 now.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Hill against Ellis. Outside Hill. Pulls up. High post. Again missing Hill.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
And it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Rice.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Now here's Ellis. 12 points for him. Stolen by Gay. Hill against Ellis. Here's Keith. That one wide left.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Pacers trail by 15. Now Hill. He's got 8. They set the pick. Just 5 on the clock. Gay, that's good.
What a job he's doing here. I mean, his second quarter has been even better than his first, and that was pretty good.
The drive by Ellis. The rebound by Turner. The Pacers have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Gay dishes to Turner. Pass to Keefe. No good. Some solid defense from Gasol. The Bulls leading by 12. Ellis kicks to Snell. No good on the triple. Indiana's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
The Pacers have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. And the first half is now in the...
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
I don't really think there's been a key. I mean, that's what's supposed to.
Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA.
Some fantastic numbers here for Ellis. 15 points and 6 assists. Some effective offense making passes, and he's also been hitting from deep with the 3-ball.
And Clark, he's got the D on his heels. Smart passing, hot shooting. That is a deadly combination.
Checking out the group for Frank Vogel to start the second half. We've got Keefe. He's out there with Turner. Paul George is out there with George Hill. And it's Rice in at the 2. Now here is Hill. Keefe. Jimmy Butler comes up with the rebound.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
And here's West from the arc. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Keefe with a screen on Ellis. Hill kicks to Rice. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Ellis. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
So it's the Pacers now after the Bulls pick up 2. And the basket by Hill.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
The Bulls leading by 16. Ellis draws the double. And the pass to Portis. Butler goes in. Here's Gasol. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the line for him here.
The line for the Bulls, 2 shots.
And the second free throw, good. Pacers trail by 17. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. George against Butler. Shoots the 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Ellis goes in. Hill pulls it in. Hill's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Here's Rice, and stolen by Butler. West kicks to Butler. And the shot is good. Butler's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defense